Evening all. We're back here again to give this another crack. See how it goes this time. That first race was just bloody chaos. Pretty funny when you actually think about it and when you watch it back. Just sort a few last minute things out. Probably should enter actually. So we'll jump in the 458 again. What do we go this time? Now the bloody mouse is going stupid. I think we'll just go with white this time. Let's try something different. I have no idea how this is going to go. If the first one was any indication, there's probably going to be a massive airborne crash that's going to wipe basically all the field out. Cheers, Danny. Yeah, I'm not really expecting anything points-wise this round. I mean, this is basically a meme round, to be honest. The first race was chaotic. I think we had about 3 separate wrecks. The first one we were caught up in, which absolutely murdered us. Somehow we nearly come back through for a top 10 as well. So, I don't know. Seems like if anything, starting at the back is actually better because it gives you a little bit more time to react if there's any incidents, shall we say, that go on. But anyway, we'll see what we can do. Apologies if I sound a little bit different as well. Haven't felt too flash over the past 24, 48 hours. Basically just I don't know, just a cold, flu, some stupid dog's disease. So, yeah, if I do sound a little bit different, that's why. But, feeling better now than what I was yesterday. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. Where did we start for the first one? I think we started 4th or something. And, yeah, I can very clearly remember just how well that went, so... yeah, try and avoid that this time if we can. Be interesting to see what this lobby actually looks like. Slot 2 normally for some of the Nations races is actually the better one to go. There's your top split will be out, okay. I reckon every top split in every region is going to be absolute chaos. I don't think this race was actually thrown in to be any serious. I think this was just thrown in as a one-off thing just for everybody to relax and enjoy. And okay, so this is a bit better. I'll say that this is a lot better, to be fair. So, Matt Simmons, Cy Bishop, ART Phillips, Jono, Ranger, McEwen, ourselves, ART Bradley, Noodles, Twitchy, Lingren, Tankmaster, Iron Mask. All the familiar faces. Still no Cody or nothing, surprisingly. No Emily Jones this time out. Yeah. I suppose, like I said, this race is really just to go hell for leather for the sake of it. Well, let's go have a look. What are the points? Holy Jesus Christ. 330. Damn. Now that's actually gotten my hopes up and I actually kind of want to win. Oh dear, oh dear. So, BOP's off, but you can't adjust anything. It's weird. Whatever. No, they probably don't care, to be fair. Can't say I actually blame them. I mean, Jesus, this is just going to be... Fix my headphones there. This is... this just reminds me so much of watching, like, the Daytona 500 or Talladega for NASCAR on Fox Sports when that's been on over the past years. Everybody's in line, you know, we're all there, and then all of a sudden there's just this massive wreck that just cleans everybody out. Like that's essentially what this is. This kind of looks like a stretched out version of Martinsville, to be fair. I sound like an American right now, don't I, talking about all this type of stuff. Dear oh dear. It is essentially, basically, it is exactly what NASCAR is. You're just driving in a straight line with your boot into it and you don't lift. Well, except for maybe when you bump drive from somebody. Qualifying was interesting last time around. Hopefully we can try and get somewhat of a clearer run this time. Fingers crossed anyway. Should probably actually put my gloves on because the wheel whipped around in my hands there in that last race, and I will admit that hurt a little bit. So let's throw these back on. Alright, here we go. Take two of, what are we going to call this? NASCAR at Martinsville. Long version. That was a split second make-up of a name as well, just before anybody wonders or says anything. One interesting thing I noticed as well from the last race is it looks like penalties are actually turned off. Like there were people bump drafting each other in those bank turns, there were people basically dooring each other, running into each other, and I don't actually think I ever saw a single penalty handed out to anyone, so... I suppose that might be why some of the guys were getting pretty damn aggressive, but yeah, I was a bit lenient in some cases in that first slot race. I think we're definitely going to have to try and get the elbows out this time. Yeah, you sure can. We don't have to worry about losing SR, thankfully, this race. I'm really grateful of that, it must be said, because you in particular, Danny, would probably know this because, well, I know for a fact you follow me on Twitter. My safety rating got absolutely ruined the other day, and I actually almost ended up down to a B rating. So I've been cranking out these daily races. Holy God, look at this! Where do we go? Oh my God! What is this crap? Oh Jesus! Yeah, I forgot Tank Muscle was still there. Is that him or? Yeah, it is. Okay. I confused myself there for a minute. Jesus. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, safety rating, sportsmanship rating. So that got absolutely ruined after the manufacturer series at Spa. Almost went down to a B sportsmanship rating, and then somehow afterwards, well, after it actually went down as far as it did, I basically rage quit, like, trying, to be honest. I was 50-50 on, you know, trying to get some ranks back, but after like 3 or 4 shocking consecutive races, I was like, nope, I'm not interested. So turned all the power off, turned everything off, come back to it 2 days ago, I think, when the other daily races were still up. I did about 6 races in the Mini Cooper at Brands Hatch, and then I think I did 2 races at the Nürburgring in the little Porsche Turbo. So after doing all that and about 2 or 3 daily races earlier this afternoon, finally got the sportsmanship rating all the way back up. I say all the way, I think it's at like 98 out of 99, but realistically I don't think that matters all that much. So what we can do here is wait up, because I know for a fact that if you do this lap on your own, you're basically guaranteed to end up plumb dead last. Some level probably isn't such a bad thing, but yeah, what I don't want here is to actually be like right in the middle of the queue. I want to be right at the back. So there goes Noodles. I probably should actually try and keep a bit of speed up here just to make sure that by the time they all go through, if they actually decide to. Jesus, Codes, what are you doing? I don't get why some of these guys are weaving around. Like, you don't have to get temp in your tyres to turn your wheel like 5 degrees to go around the corner. It's kind of funny to actually watch, to be fair. This is the funny part of qualifying. When all this happens, there goes Phillips. He's in the Zonda. Interesting. Just eyeing up the options here, trying to see who, what, where everyone is. What are we going to do? We're actually coming around to this second bank corner. I need to get a move on here to make sure I don't actually lose the queue. There goes Twitchy. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Not much after that. Are we about a safe distance back? I think, assuming people don't randomly slow up, because that is very annoying when they do. Might actually be a bit too far back here to actually get a tow. Oh no, no, scratch that. I think we should be okay. Yep, we definitely are. Without the tow I'd be doing about 397 at the moment, and we're doing 410 kilometres an hour wall riding here at Special Stage Route X. Oh my god, Gran Turismo, whoever thought this was a good idea to put this combination in here, I admire you for just, I don't know, just doing something totally crazy, but at the same time, I got nothing to describe this race, to be honest. This is just mental. We're actually in a pretty decent spot here. We're getting a tow, but we're not right under the rear wing of these guys. I say rear wing, I don't think we actually have any. But anyway, as long as we can just about stay within a drafting range. Now, this is the bit that worries me right here, where everybody will fan out and come to these two corners. They will be like 4, 5, 6, 7 wide. They already are like 7 wide. And this is just what makes it so hard. Like, they just intentionally shoot themselves in the foot. I mean, let's be honest. Holy shit, we are picking up some speed now. And safely say my little go-kart doesn't go this fast. I'll be lucky to get up to 100. Alright, coming up to the first bank turn now. This does worry me a little bit. So we'll move over there. Phillips now slots in behind. That's all well and good. Now what the hell do we do here? Jesus. This is where shit gets really awkward. I had such a run, I had to go through there. It's probably a bit awkward, but I wasn't going to jam on the brakes, not coming into a high-speed bank corner. No way. Jesus, who's trying to go around the outside of the banking there? Yep, door slam, love to see it. This is where shit gets really messy and really awkward. This final bank turn is going to be an all-out nightmare. I'm not looking forward to this. Move over now, we'll catch Tankmaster. We'll slip through there if at all possible. We actually get a nice little push along the way. It's always nice and dandy. Let's see if we can pick up Noodles here. He's normally pretty helpful. Yeah, well, wasn't much I suppose we could do there, but oh well. Everybody just fans out like this. This really is just a NASCAR style event. This is going to be interesting to see where everybody actually ends up here. Everybody now trying to run against the wall. Been hung out to dry a little bit here. Let's see if we can get behind someone. Jeez, Tankmaster Red Mesh, you guys have been awful risky. We're basically just trying to side draft at the moment. There's nothing else that we bloody can do. Let's see if Lingren might pick us up. Nope, he wants to go through anyway. Probably not the smartest idea, Sunshine. I say that, that's the first thing we go do. I'm just thinking, where do we go now? Everybody starts to fan out a little bit. We're going to go low this time. Oh, nice. Someone just come down the bloody banking in a hurry. Cheers, whoever the hell that was. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I drifted up. I don't know. Jesus. Well, I thought we might potentially snag pole. I definitely don't think that's happening anymore. Nope. Still top 5 somehow, even after we got murdered. But I mean, look at that. Ranger, Lingren, Noodles, Tankmaster. That's your top 4. We started our lap a long way behind all of those guys, and we were on course to basically cross the line with them. And then of course comes everybody else that was behind. Now, actually, this might not be such a bad thing. I don't know what the deal was there in that second bank. Was like, I don't know if somebody could just go check that back. Did I move up or did somebody come down? I'm not too sure. I saw a gap and I didn't feel like I really moved. Like I'd already committed to going like through that line, but then yeah, I just got doored. So I don't know. Tankmaster turned in. Oh, okay, so that's what happened. Yeah, because I wasn't sure, but anyway. We're probably not in such a bad spot here, to be fair, so I'm thinking what we might do, because undoubtedly there's going to be another almighty wreck, so I'm just thinking, because realistically when we come into these bank corners, if we're going to be anywhere like apart from the back, we need to be right at the head of the queue. We better figure this one out quick. Alright. Worth noting as well, just before we get this disaster waiting to unfold underway, no tyre wear, no fuel consumption. Probably be a bit pointless in a race like this, let's be fair. Jono P2 though in the Nissan R34, that's pretty good. I'll give him credit there, that's pretty decent. Bradley P3, Lindgren P4. I wasn't actually 100% sure as I never really looked at the results properly, but I hope we beat Tankmaster after he turned down into me. Side Bishop. Noodles. Okay, so he did get us. But that doesn't matter. We're right there, so we can fight. The thing is, I think so many of these people are used to just running side by side. They don't know, like, how to really maximise this race, you know. A lot of people don't know, you know, how to bump draft, and particularly in these bank corners, you probably want to lay off a little bit because, you know, if you get somebody's back end upset, then yeah, you're going straight to the scene of the accident. So yeah, that's all there is to say, really. Last couple of cars now. Iron Mask, Speedy. Unfortunately, wasn't so speedy in qualifying. Might turn that around for the race. 2-lap race around here. So this takes up, what, about 8 minutes? An FIA race, 8 minutes long. Have you ever? Alright. Let's go and see if we can not die this time. Already cars trying to fan out. This is where I've got to make a split-second decision here about what we're going to try and do. Do I want to try and get to the head of the queue, or do I want to drop back and avoid majority of this, well, undoubtedly majority of the crap that's going to unfold? This Tankmaster probably not massively pleased with that, but at least we're even now. Getting a healthy toe off noodles here. Problem is, I don't think we're going to have anywhere to go with it. Where are we? Maybe. No, not quite. Everybody decides to stay in line. Probably actually a bit smart. Now everybody beginning to fan out a little bit, so we probably didn't quite time that as well as what we could have. There we go, got a wreck. I knew that was coming. Jeez, we're not out of the home yet. Ranger, get off me. I knew that was coming. There was no way we would get through this first bank corner without a wreck. Oh man, we only barely got through there too. We almost got tagged in the rear. I don't know who by. You can see everybody kind of blowing past us now, but I ain't too worried about that. Speedy! The guy who started last is now effectively, well, he's right with the leader. Actually, we'll team up with old mate McEwen here. We did a little bit of bump drafting together in the first race. Let's try this again. See how well we can make it work. I think he's actually streaming this race as well. It'll be interesting to go and watch his point of view back later, if indeed he is, and see what he reckons about it all. Then we got somebody pulling out. Once again, it's just 2 by 2 at the moment. Everybody is leading. I didn't want to actually hit McEwen there, to be fair. I felt like that was such a bloody bump. I didn't feel like that was anything worthwhile going for. Speedy now making some lunges. This is the one kind of good thing about this race. Anybody could win. The guy that started last could potentially win this race. I mean, that's been proven right now. That was a nice little bump from Well, whoever that was. Oh, mate John! There's another one. There we go. I'm just doing everything I can to try and remain at the head of the queue through these bank corners. I don't want cars ahead of me. Because I'm just too scared that there's going to be a wreck. And I really don't want to get caught up in it now, considering we've actually survived a lap. I thought about trying to pick up Noodles there, but didn't move in time. That's alright. No harm. Where the hell can we go now? We'll pick up Red Mist in the old Nissan. Nope, okay. That didn't really work the way I had it planned. But I mean, look at that. We were leading 20 seconds ago and now we're 11th. But we're 2/10 off the lead. This is mental right here. Everybody trying to fan out, trying to find some space, somewhere to go, but there just isn't any. What am I saying? There's plenty over here. Side Bishop now with a side draft on Matt Simmons. Noodles is in the lead. See if Noodles will be generous here and try and return serve. Whoop. Yep. Beautiful. It's alright, we're still in it. Just trying to eye up which way we can go down here. If we get a good run, we could make something happen. Which way are we going to go? Jesus, come on. I don't even know what to say or what the hell happened there. Damn it! I'd love to know what actually happened there on that back straight. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck that was. Well, that finishes nothing. No, that's pointless. That's irrelevant. You wipe that one from the record. I'm not even going to bother commenting. That was honestly a crazy race, but I don't know. It was a bit of average driving, it must be said there. A couple of points. And the overspeed we had on Phillips, I felt like he moved down, but I suppose, like I said, you can understand why. And what, we have 7 cars at the finish. Our chance or fight for the win was gone by as soon as we got forced in the fence there on the back. I'd love to know who the hell that was, because that is just bullshit. I mean, I was all the way basically against the fence, so how has somebody actually managed to hook me and basically almost half spin me? Then we gotta watch and go through the grid lineup all over again. I'm just trying to think, looking back at it, what actually happened, because I tried to pick up that bottom lane, but then they ended up moving, so it kind of got me. And I was basically right against the wall, and somehow I get tagged. As much as that's kind of funny, like when I think about it, that pisses me off. I mean, that was 330 points that were right there. But just because some, I don't know, some monkeys driven into us has basically made us walk away with absolutely nothing. So, anyway, we best go find out exactly who that was. Alright, so here's where it happens. Who do we get hit by? So it was Youngster. So what on earth is going on here? He gets a bump from Ranger. He comes to our... Oh, he's got side. What? I can't actually make sense of that. So we try to pick him up, all out of shape, and then it's like he gets a bump from Ranger and he turns hard right clean into us. Can we go on board? Let's look at the wheel. Yeah, he's turned hard right. I don't know what to say about that. That's pretty bullshit, just to put it blatantly. On a lighter note, let's see what the hell happened here at the finish. Yeah, we come up and caught red mist there, so that's on me. the Tankmaster Lamborghini. Everybody's bumping and grinding. We get hit by Tankmaster, of all people. We get hit by him in quali and we get hit by him in the race. Doesn't affect the results as we still come across the P9. Man, that is complete bull, dude. Like, I don't know. He might have just got loose from, like, I don't know, getting the bump, but you look at the onboard, he just turned hard right and put us in the fence. So, yeah, I don't know. Some clever people out there, it must be said, but I'll remember that for next time. But anyway, that's probably going to do it for tonight, guys. I need to go rest my voice and everything else that aches. So, yeah, I'll, what's everything looking like for my team Korean mode? I'm just trying to remember. Still got to commentate over that. That's about half a minute long, so about 30 minutes rather. So, I don't know. If all goes well, I might try and get that ready and upload it tomorrow. We'll wait and see how I feel. But thanks to everyone who tuned in for slot 2 tonight. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. That's just a crazy ass race. Pretty funny in the grand scheme of things, but that still pisses me off. But anyway, we'll move on to the next one. So, until the next one, hope everybody is well, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.